how to recruit leveraging social media in 2024 with one of the very best, Kayla Betts, in the house. So this is someone that not only recruits, but she sells a ton of product, leveraging TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all the things. She uses all the strategies, all the platforms, extremely consistent. She's got a lot of knowledge, so you can get some really good insights on what it takes to consistently recruit, consistently sell. How many of us just want to get consistent in our messaging, consistent in our lead flow? We want to build a following, and that's exactly what Kayla has mastered over the years. She's so fun. She's always working hard. She's always flexing that hustle muscle. And the thing about her is she's got a team that's duplicating her strategies. So this is not something that, you see some of these gurus, some of these people out there that like they're teaching very advanced strategies. A lot of these more advanced strategies, it's like, dude, like most people don't have thousands of dollars to run ads and create funnels and all these more advanced strategies that work, but don't duplicate. Duplicate is the key to success. So I can't wait to get into some good stuff. But before we do, can you tell a little bit about your story, share with people, your background, how long you've been involved in the profession? What are some of your numbers? If you could share that with your story, like some of your results, I think that'll blow people's minds, and I can't wait for you to share.
So I've known John since 2016, and I kind of have like a unique story where I started network marketing just looking to make $500 to get off welfare. I am a food stamp person back in the day, and I built a business while being stuck in the hood. And many of you guys probably can relate where it's not easy building a business. But I am a mom of 3 now, and I realized back in 2016 that I needed to be able to make money and raise my babies because daycare was too expensive for our family. I was one of those stubborn, I know it all, I'm going to crush it. And then I learned really quickly that not doing any trainings, not being coachable, I made a little bit of money, and then it was like, is this it? Like, is this it? So I quit. I needed to make more money and be able to kind of build an empire and, make sure my team was winning too. So I came back in 2021 after the pandemic, so broke. I didn't have 2 pennies to rub. And I realized I need to go back to social retail. And 2021 in Modere, I said I'm going to be coachable. I'm going to apply myself and go all in, no excuses. And from 2021 till today, I have been a platinum black, made very successful 6 figures. I'm off welfare, moved out of the hood. I became coachable. I opened up my ears and stopped being stubborn. I got to more events. Even when I couldn't afford them, I got to an event because I realized events which make your business. And the moment that I stopped making excuses and finding solutions, I started winning all the way around. And now I have built a successful team that now I'm helping other women do the same thing, making sure they're coachable, they're learning. And now I make multiple 6 figures in 1 year by working on myself as a mom from home, from this phone that we're talking right now. And I no longer rely on the system. I no longer rely on anyone else but myself. All through the basic ATM system that John is always bragging and talking about, where it's simple, because I need simplicity. I'm just now living in a nicer area that I can afford because I decided to give network marketing a real chance. Not saying, hey, I signed up for a business, I'm going to be rich tomorrow. I applied myself every single day. And I challenge myself every day to get better the next day.
Yeah. And what were your numbers for last year? Some people were like, oh, last year it was slow, the economy, all these things. I mean, you out recruited me. You had more personal recruits than I did. And then you also had how many customers last year?
So I had over 1,800 customers for 2023.
Let's be clear, y'all. 1,800 personal.
Yes.
Customers, not
yes.
Team. That's just personal.
Personal. Yes, sir.
And I know you're TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, like probably a couple other platforms, but where's majority of those people coming from?
Majority is coming from TikTok. The more relatable you are on TikTok or Facebook, the more people adapt to you.
Yeah.
And I realize that with the way the world is right now, a lot of people are struggling financially and health-wise. Yeah. So I try to utilize my struggles and turn them into someone else's solution. Here's what I've done to benefit me. And I find out with TikTok, you can really be your most authentic self. TikTok is a great place to start off with because it's strangers.
Is that the
And
case with a lot of people on your team too? A lot of them are getting their leads and sales from TikTok. That's so cool.
yes, yes.
Yeah, so they're mostly, so basically cold market, because it's not like most people get started with a
Right,
warm audience on TikTok, which I love
right.
that.
So
And
what we do after TikTok is we kind of funnel them to all of our other platforms and kind of, let them know, hey, if you're not comfortable starting here, maybe start on Instagram and Facebook. But ultimately, most of them come from TikTok because right now everyone's looking to make money.
like, what tip would you share for people that are like, all right, I want to do TikTok, but like, how do I start there?
I honestly would say find 3 things that you enjoy doing or sharing and making consistent content at least 3 to 5 times a week.
Love
I
it.
would keep talking about the 3 things, or even if it's 5 things that you enjoy that you can share with other people. TikTok is a place to where you can be yourself. And if you love dogs, you're looking for other people who like dogs. You are looking for people, if you like coffee, you're going to make your coffee on a video because why? You want to show people how you make your $5 duplicatable Starbucks drink. It's a way for you to kind of create who you want to be and what you want to be known for.
Love it. And what would you say is your kind of like, your structure of your posts, your videos? Like, so let's say it's 5 things or 3 things, whatever. Is it like morning is coffee, afternoon's dogs, evening is about money?
Yes. So each day I will map out my day depending on how I am, if I'm traveling or not. Morning is always going to be inspirational, some type of way to kind of get your day going and level up. And then midday, I try to brand it to how to make money, save money when everybody's like on a lunch break, hating their job or something like that. And then nighttime, it's more like, how am I making money while juggling, cooking dinner, wife life, and all of these things.
Are you posting the same exact videos as Reels on Facebook and Instagram?
Some days I have more time and more energy, so I want to kind of serve another platform with a little bit more energy. And then there's days where if we're, just we were all on vacation, I didn't have a lot of time. So then I would then connect them automated, at least because I'm still being consistent by putting it out. Right. But I do try to juggle each platform a little differently because they all are different. It's like children. You don't talk to one child the same way as you would talk to the next child. Seriously though, I feel like with TikTok, you can be straight to the point in yourself. Facebook, you got to worry about, church, coworkers, teachers. And then Instagram is more freely because people are there to serve purpose. Yeah. So I try to do all 3 almost the same, but they get different loving. Going live is like watching TV, advertising. The live is an advertisement for your brand. Most people want to see versus read. So when you can talk something, when you can be yourself, they're more likely to tune in. So anybody who was struggling in business, go back to the basics and do 90 days. I just challenged my team. It's the new year. Let's go back to the basics every day, a new topic. Doesn't need to be business. Go live about your dog's new haircut. Go live about football or shopping. It's the idea of that you're showing up and being you. I feel like when you go live, you're showing more authenticity. Then here, I lost 25 pounds by my product. Let you see me and actually say, hey, she looks really good, or have a genuine conversation with people. It's the easiest way to get in the algorithm and to stay there is live content. Everyone is watching videos. They're not reading nowadays. It's visualizing.
For your live videos, so are you doing those for an hour? Are you doing those every morning? Are you doing them in the evening? Is it random? Do you have a schedule? What's that look like?
So I like to do at least once to 3 times a week as like a show. You look forward every Thursday night, Law and Order SVU is going to come on or whatever show you like. So people actually look forward to seeing you live. I've gone live every single day for 2.5 years.
Now, do you go live on 3 devices or 1?
No, 1. I do 1 at a time because it's too much for me anyway, to be talking in 3 different devices. And also I want to give different energy. Almost every day on TikTok, I kind of get ready in the morning. Like we do supplements, morning mantras, like positive energy. So people look forward to me every morning on TikTok. Now, Facebook is about 1 to 2 times a week. Facebook is a TV show where you're going to get something on these 2 days. And then Instagram, it's like a hit or miss because Instagram is really hard too.
Mm-hmm.
But now with knowing that it's reels and doing more intentional influencing, Instagram is influence. You should not be trying to sell on Instagram. You want to be a person of influence.
Are you, so because obviously TikTok's cool, it's great for lead gen, it's great for getting in front of a new audience, but it's really hard to like, you know, convert them into recruits. Are you saying, hey, message me on Instagram? Are you saying, hey, fill out this? What are you doing to get that recruit from TikTok to joining your team and obviously eventually ATM'd?
So what I do is I use Project Broadcast. I will send them a message. Hey, I would love to have a conversation and get to know you a little bit, know some of your goals. But hey, this is my coaching line so we can continue or further this conversation. And then I will give them my, my coaching line. I call it coaching line. I don't call it, here's my number. It's a coaching line because it sounds more professional. It sounds like you're willing to coach them into something and help them. And it's free information. So when they hear the word free information, they're like, okay, I'm ready to go. And it's literally a 2-minute video that I do to where they don't have to fill out a form. I make it simple for a person that's in the car line and they only have 5 minutes to read something. I realized the simplest way you do things is making it simple.
Yeah.
When you overcomplicate, go follow me here, then send me a message. Now they forgot to follow you, they forgot to message you. But I will give them my coaching line, which they will keep and say, hey, I forgot to message you. Oh, hey, Tanya, it's been 2 weeks. How you been? I don't sell. I like to build a rapport with a potential lead or customer because I don't want to assume I know your problem. I want you to tell me your problem or problems. Let's have a 5-10 minute conversation. And then I kind of will run it into, well, maybe I have something for you, but I'm not know if you're open to it. But here's some ideas on what I would do. And then we continue. I let them think they're in control of the conversation, which ultimately they are, but I'm really in control because I have the knowledge that you're looking for or want. So I realized.
And like you said, when you're asking questions, you're building that relationship. They're like, wow, this person actually listens.
Yes.
She is creating that rapport, that conversation with people through Project Broadcast. I love the coaching line. That's so good. Now, are you having them, like, are you giving out the phone number in your video? Is there a form? Like, what's that? Because even like the text messaging, right? They're not, if they're in a car line, jotting down that number might be tough while they're watching the video. So what's your simple way to do that?
So I have it everywhere it's accessible. I will have it sometimes in a video. I will also have it on my website to where if you're looking to see what I have or what I'm offering, it is on there. It's on my main page, so it's always accessible. Because let's say I'm on vacation and I can't message you right away. You can look in my bio, and I even have it on my videos, certain videos, anything talking about money or how you want to level up or kind of, add another stream. All of those videos have my coaching line.
You have to just test it out. What works for Kayla is different than what works for me. But both of us have mad results, like amazing results. Does that make sense? So you have to figure out what works for you. The worst thing you can do is nothing. No lives, no reels, no stories. Now, after 90 days, if you have 0 new followers, not one lead, not one prospect, something you're doing ain't working. So you have to be willing to pivot. You have to be willing to evolve. You have to pay attention to the people that are paying attention to you. So what works for her, what works for me, and what works for the next 5, 6, 10 people you watch, it's all going to be a little different. But the only way you're going to know what works for you is you have to take action and stop making excuses. You can make money or make excuses. You can't do both. Choose wisely. Kayla, where do you get the recruits from? Is it from your money-making videos? Are you reaching out to them? Are they reaching out to you? Are they starting off as a customer? Is it all of the above?
So it's a little bit of all the above. And the reason why I say is because a lot of my customers love the fact that our customers can upgrade to be a social marketer and ultimately earn free products. Mm-hmm. And then I also have the ones that have never even heard of network marketing, but can resonate with my story and how I started with no experience, no team. Like I started literally in a hole in the wall. And I find out the more authentic I become about my story and sharing my old struggles, I'm somebody else's solution. So they are willing to take a risk because they have seen or are walking the same shoes that I've walked. And then I also have people that have been watching me for a long time or coming from another company because they're seeing how simple I make things. I learned if you want to really recruit a good person, you want a like-minded person like yourself. So I realized I'm looking for more people that are in the struggle for me.
Yeah.
Because they're truly are the hungriest people when you come from nothing and you want to turn your life into something. Not saying you can't be a spoon-fed person and be successful, but most people want to see raw and uncut. So when you can hop up on Facebook and TikTok, with your kids running in the background and just pure chaos, it's like, man, this lady is really successful at being herself. And that's what I try to show my team is we're not John and Nadya. We're not going to come up here with $1 million smile and all the things, but it's doable. A few years ago, I saw John's shoes. I said, you know what? I'm going to have a pair of luxury shoes like this. Did it take me at least 3 years to be able to afford $1,000 shoes? Yes, sir. But the point was, I said I want what they have because their story was similar. They weren't born into money. They've worked really hard. They've been consistent, and it did maybe take them 10 to 20 years. I'm like, you know what? I have 10 years to try. I have 20 years to try because you want to know what? Because what I'm doing, this lifestyle wasn't for me. So for those that are struggling to recruit, here's my ultimate best tip. Be yourself. Do not try to be me, John, Nadya, Tom, or Harry. You need to be you. People don't want people who think that they have it all and have no problems. We all have problems. John said this weekend, everybody has a problem or struggle. It's your job to find the solution for them, ultimately.